Spicy ladies, let's be honest for a second. There's one part of your body that holds a certain mystical power over men, and you already know what it is. Your boobs. Yeah, we're going there. Now, before you roll your eyes or assume this is just another shallow conversation about men and their obsessions, hear me out, because what guys secretly want to do with your boobs actually reveals something way deeper than just physical attraction. This isn't just about lust. It's about curiosity, emotional connection, comfort, excitement, and in some cases, even love. You see, for a lot of men, your chest represents a mix of softness, intimacy, and playful freedom. It's a space where he gets to experience both comfort and chemistry. And no, he's probably never told you these things directly because most guys don't walk around saying, "I love when I get to rest my head on your chest. It calms my nervous system." Or, "I secretly hope you'll tease me when I touch you there." But trust me, these thoughts are running through his head constantly. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal 5 things guys secretly want to do with your boobs and what those things say about the way he connects with you. Some will surprise you, others will make you smile. But most importantly, they'll give you insight into how men experience intimacy and how you can create deeper emotional and physical connection without ever having to chase it. So, if you're ready to move beyond the surface and unlock what men really think, not just about your body, but about how they want to experience it with you, let's dive in. Chachi said, "When a man lays his head on your chest, it's not just a physical act, it's emotional, almost instinctual. It taps into something deeply primal, yet incredibly vulnerable. Yeah, he might joke about it, act like it's just a comfortable place to rest. But make no mistake, when he does this, he's letting his guard down. He's not just laying on your body. He's surrendering his ego, his stress, his role as the strong one, the provider, the protector. In that moment, your chest becomes a sanctuary for him, a soft, safe place to escape the noise of the world. He's not looking for a role, he's seeking refuge. Men aren't often given space in their everyday lives to be soft, to be still, to just breathe. They're taught to be stoic, to push through, to suppress. But physical closeness with a woman they love gives them permission to be at peace. The warmth of your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the sound of your heartbeat. It all creates a calming environment where he feels safe. And that feeling is addictive. It's not about being babbish or weak. It's about finally being able to let go. That's why so many men unconsciously crave this experience. He doesn't even always know why he feels so calm when his head is resting on your chest, but he knows he never wants to leave. Right now, if you are still watching, I hope this video can help you. Your comments motivate me so much, so I can make more videos which you like. So hit that subscribe button and leave me a message. Let's continue. And here's the beautiful part. When you welcome him there, when you wrap your arms around him and just hold him without needing anything in return, it builds an emotional bond that goes far beyond the bedroom. It tells him, "You're safe with me, you don't have to perform here." That message hits deeper than any words could. It makes him feel chosen, not just sexually, but emotionally. You become the woman he associates with peace, with calm, with home. Some women underestimate how powerful this moment can be. They think intimacy always has to be hot, passionate, dramatic. But real intimacy often looks like quiet moments, like a man resting on your chest while you gently stroke his hair or breathe with him in silence. These are the memories that linger in a man's mind. Not because they're wild, but because they're rare. Because they allow him to be exactly who he is without armor. And here's something else. When you allow this kind of intimacy, it deepens his physical desire too. Not because you're doing anything overtly sexual, but because he now associates your body with trust, with peace, with emotional connection. So when things do heat up between you, it's not just his body reacting, it's his heart. That's the difference between lust and obsession. Lust fades. Obsession, when rooted in emotional security, grows. So the next time he lays his head on your chest, don't brush it off as a casual thing. Recognize the weight of what he's doing. And if you want to create deeper intimacy, don't just let him stay there. Invite him in. Hold him like you mean it. Let the moment stretch. Be the woman who not only excites him, but soothes him. Because at the end of the day, it's not just your curves that captivate him. It's how safe he feels in your arms. That's the secret no one talks about. And once you understand it, you'll realize you've had more power than you ever imagined. Spicy ladies. When it comes to breasts, most women assume that men just want to grab, squeeze, or ogle them like they're trophies. But the truth is, one of the things men secretly love most is the chance to playfully interact with them. and more importantly, to be teased and flirted with in return. You see, the most magnetic kind of intimacy doesn't come from going straight for the prize. It comes from the slow, cheeky, playful dance that builds anticipation. And for a lot of guys, your chest becomes part of that fun, flirtatious exchange. He doesn't want it to feel clinical or robotic. He wants it to feel like a game, like a light-hearted, sexy secret you both share. Men love the moments when you catch them looking, and instead of pulling away or scolding them, you smirk and say, "Eyes up here, mister." That flirtatious confidence, it's electric. It tells him you're not insecure. It tells him you know the power you have. And you're not afraid to use it in a fun, teasing way. That's what keeps him hooked. And when you tease him back, maybe lightly brush his hand away or give him a mischievous look when he gets a little too handsy, it creates a push-pull tension that drives men wild. It's not rejection. It's playful resistance. And to a man, that's irresistible. Guys love to joke, to flirt, to test the boundaries. And the ones who genuinely care about you don't want to just touch you. They want to interact with you. They want the moment to feel alive. Think about it. When he sneaks a hand under the covers and you slap it away with a laugh, or when he goes in for a cheeky squeeze and you respond with, "You wish," in a tone that says, "Maybe later." Those moments build chemistry. They're the moments he'll replay in his head later, because they weren't just about physical pleasure. They were about emotional connection through humor and flirtation. When you join in that playfulness, when you tease him right back or guide his hand with a smirk instead of a lecture, he sees you as a woman who's comfortable in her body and confident in her power. That's not just sexy, it's unforgettable. And here's the part most women miss. The more playful you are, the less pressure there is on both of you. You don't have to perform or feel like you need to be perfect. The energy becomes light. And when things eventually do become physical, there's already laughter and ease in the air. That's the sweet spot when seduction feels like a natural progression of the fun you've already created together. And for him, that teasing connection becomes a turn-on of its own. He's not just craving your body. He's craving the version of you that lights up when you feel sexy and powerful. That's why he secretly hopes you'll flirt back when he's being a little cheeky. He wants to feel like you're not just letting things happen. You're actively participating. You're choosing to dance with him. And that makes him feel like the luckiest man alive. So, next time he reaches for you in that playful way, don't shut it down. Lean into it. Use your voice, your expression, your energy to respond with the kind of flirty charm that leaves him thinking, "God, she's amazing." Because when you stop seeing these moments as annoying or immature and start seeing them as opportunities for connection, you'll realize something beautiful. Intimacy isn't always about sex. Sometimes it's about two people who know how to laugh, tease, and flirt like it's the first time. Every time. There's this quiet fantasy that plays in a man's mind far more often than most women realize. It's not loud, aggressive, or wild. It's slow, focused, and almost reverent. It's the fantasy of simply being able to admire your breasts with time, care, and undivided attention. You might be surprised by how many men secretly want nothing more than to explore you at a pace that has nothing to do with rushing to the main event. In fact, for a lot of guys, the sexiest part of intimacy is before anything official happens, when he's taking his time watching you respond to every gentle kiss, every soft caress. That moment where he's allowed to fully see you. Men are visual creatures, yes, but that doesn't mean they're always impatient. Some of them are connoisseurs. They want to enjoy the view, to take in every curve, every reaction, every flicker of pleasure across your face. They don't just want to touch, they want to appreciate the softness of your skin, the way your body arches into their hands, the look in your eyes when you know he's fully locked into you. It's all part of the experience. And when you allow yourself to be seen like that, not performing, not posing, but genuinely open and present, it creates a level of intimacy that most women never realize men crave. Here's the secret. When a man slows down, he's not doing it to tease you. He's doing it because he's the one being teased. The anticipation, the closeness there, the way your breathing changes when he kisses you there, it all drives him wild. But more than that, it makes him feel connected. He feels like he's not just in the presence of your body there, but your trust. That's what makes it so powerful. And if you've ever felt shy or hesitant about that part of your body, maybe because of how it looks there or how you compare yourself to some impossible standard, you need to know this. Men aren't looking for perfect. They're looking for presence. When you give him that space there, when you let him take his time and actually enjoy the moment, he feels something he doesn't often get to feel, like he's not being rushed, judged, or just tolerated. He feels like he's being invited in. That invitation is everything. It makes him feel like the moment is uniquely yours. Not mechanical, not something on a checklist, but something that's unfolding naturally between two people who genuinely want to be there. And here's the ripple effect of letting him kiss and admire your chest slowly. It tells him that intimacy isn't just about speed or release, it's about depth. It becomes more than physical. He starts to associate your body with emotional safety, with joy, with affection. And when that connection forms, the rest of your physical relationship gets better too. Because now he's not just chasing a goal, he's savoring the experience. The truth is, most men won't tell you this because they think it sounds too sensitive or they don't have the words for it. But when he's lying next to you, touching you like you're something precious and kissing you like there's nowhere else he'd rather be, that's when you know he's not just turned on. He's in love. When you meet him in that space with softness, confidence, and a little smile that says, "I like this too," you create something unforgettable, something he won't just desire but deeply, genuinely cherish. Men aren't just thinking about touching your body, they're constantly reading it. Every brush of their hand, every kiss, every moment of closeness, they're watching, listening, feeling for your response. That's one of the biggest secrets women don't realize. For many men, the real thrill isn't in the act itself, it's in how you react to the act. And they, especially when it comes to your chest, a man wants to explore, yes. But what he's really doing is searching for signs that he's pleasing you, signs that he's getting it right, signs that he has access not just to your body but to the pleasure you feel within it. Your reaction in those moments is his ultimate feedback, and whether he says it or not, it matters to him more than you might think. That's why sometimes he'll touch gently, then a little firmer, then change angles. Not because he's experimenting for fun, but because he's paying attention. He's listening to your breath, your moans, the way you shift closer or pull him in. Every tiny movement you make tells him something about what you want. And the truth is, when you respond, not perform, but truly react, it lights him up. It makes him feel not just desired, but connected in that moment. He's not just in his own head. He's with you, and that connection is electric. Here's what most women don't understand. When you're unresponsive, or you overthink your reactions, or you hold back because of insecurity, it creates distance. It's like trying to dance with someone who won't move their feet. But when you let go of the need to look perfect, when you sort of what feels good instead of worrying about how you look, that's when things start to flow. That's when your pleasure becomes contagious, because now he's no longer wondering, is she into this? He knows. And when he knows, he becomes more confident, more generous, more focused. This is why so many men fantasize about you reacting, arching your back when he touches you, gasping softly when he kisses your chest, pulling him in closer when he hits the right spot. To him, that's better than any visual. That's the real turn on. Your pleasure becomes his pleasure. He's not just in the moment, he's responsible for creating it. And that, for a man who truly cares about your experience, is one of the most empowering feelings in the world. But this isn't about faking it or putting on a show. The magic only happens when you allow yourself to be in the moment. When you stop thinking, stop performing, and just respond to what's happening. That authenticity is what drives him wild, because now it's real. It's not a scene, it's an experience, a connection, a shared high between people who are fully present with each other. So next time he touches you, especially on your chest, give yourself permission to be in your body, not your head. Let yourself feel. Let yourself show how it feels, because your response isn't just a reaction to his touch. It's a form of communication. It tells him everything he needs to know. And when you show him what you like, even without saying a word, you're guiding him, teaching him, drawing him deeper into the moment. And that's what he secretly wants more than anything. To be the man who doesn't just get to touch your body, but the one who knows how to unlock your pleasure. That's what makes the connection unforgettable. A lot of people assume that during sex, a man's focus is just on reaching that final moment, on physical release, on doing what feels good to him. But the men who are truly dialed in, the ones who want to connect on a deeper level, they're not just interested in using your body. They want to experience it. They want to include it. And when it comes to your breasts, it's not just a matter of grabbing or glancing. It's about weaving every part of you into the experience of closeness. One of the things guys secretly crave, though many won't say it out loud, is the chance to engage with your chest during lovemaking in a way that feels passionate, respectful, and emotionally charged. It's not about doing something naughty just for the thrill of it. It's about being so completely immersed in you, your body, your energy, your breath, your reactions, that he wants every part of you involved. That connection he feels when his hands are on your waist, his mouth on your neck, and your chest pressed against his. That's not just physical stimulation. It's emotional saturation. Your breasts in those moments become symbols of femininity, softness, power, and vulnerability, all wrapped into one. And being able to engage with them during sex isn't just exciting, it's bonding. Men love when you respond to their touch there, while everything else is happening. When you guide their hands, when you make a sound that lets them know you like what they're doing, when you press into them in the heat of passion, those signals drive them wild. Not because of the act itself, but because they show that you're fully in it with him. He's not just doing something to you, you're sharing an experience. That's where true intimacy is born. And believe it or not, men often want your involvement just as much as you want theirs. He wants you to take his hands and place them where you want them. He wants to feel that you're as enthusiastic about the closeness as he is. He wants you to be playful, expressive, and unafraid to show desire. Because once you do that, he feels less like he's walking on eggshells and more like he's dancing with someone who wants to move with him. That collaboration, that back and forth, is what transforms ordinary sex into unforgettable connection. And let's not forget something else. When a man is in love with you, your body becomes sacred to him. Your chest isn't just something fun to touch. It becomes a part of the emotional intimacy he builds with you over time. He remembers the way you breathe when he touches you there. He notices how your body fits against his. He recalls those quiet moments where he kissed you. They're not out of lust, but out of reverence. That's the part no one talks about. Men may not say these things in flowery language, but they feel them deeply. So, when he involves your chest during lovemaking, it's not about objectifying you, it's about embracing every inch of you. And when you receive that energy with confidence, when you participate fully instead of pulling away or going passive, it fuels his passion even more. He doesn't just feel aroused. He feels connected, seen, chosen. That's what every man secretly wants to feel like. He's not just touching your body, but being invited into it to know he's welcome, not only in the act, but in the moment. And when that happens, the experience becomes more than physical. It becomes emotional, memorable, addictive. That's the kind of intimacy that doesn't fade when the night is over. It lingers in his mind, his body, and his heart. So, here's the real truth. What a man wants to do with your boobs goes way beyond the surface. It's not just about the physical thrill. It's about connection, comfort, curiosity, playfulness, and emotional intimacy. Every touch, every kiss, every moment he spends focused on that part of you tells a story. Not just about his desire, but about how deeply he wants to engage with you. Not just your body, but your reactions, your energy, your joy, your confidence. And if there's one message I hope you take away from this, it's this. You don't have to do more to be sexy. You just have to feel more. Be present, be playful, be open. When you allow yourself to actually enjoy your body, when you stop overthinking and start feeling, you unlock an entirely different level of intimacy, one where he doesn't just want your body, he craves the experience of being close to you. That's the kind of chemistry that doesn't fade, it deepens. Now, if this video made you smile, gave you insight, or made you say, "Oh my God, yes," even once, then do me a favor. Hit the like button so this message reaches more incredible, spicy ladies like you. Subscribe to the channel for more real, no fluff advice that empowers you in love and intimacy. And turn on notifications so you never miss a moment that could transform your connection with the man in your life or the one who's on his way to you. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 5 things surprised you the most. Or what have you noticed that men secretly love but never say out loud? Because trust me, once you understand what truly moves a man, you become unforgettable. Stay true to yourself. To all the spicy ladies, make life beautiful. Thank you for watching, and God bless.